Right guys, welcome back. Off to the ring today, and before we go to the ring, I've got to drop that off at QFab because there's some more rust underneath and it needs welding up. As always, if you leave the car for probably about a week, the battery goes flat and hopefully it's going to work. So there is definitely 100% some bad noises still coming from this car. Yeah, definitely just heard a knock. So all I can think is it's something to do with the prop. Ready for the ring?
I am ready for the ring.
There is one problem.
The NURBURGRIng, though, for those who are wondering.
There is one problem. How are you going to get there? And the reason I ask why, how Benji's getting to the NURBURGRIng is my wife wants to come, so she's coming in the McLaren. And I never actually told you what car we're going in. We're going in the McLaren, by the way. And so she's going to be a passenger.
Yeah.
That leaves you without a ride.
More to the point, right, I've just seen that you've arrived in the M3 that's not been out for a long time. Last time you drove that, you whinged about how heavy the clutch was. So how is it?
My knee, I'm not joking, my knee is killing. It's like doing about 17 flights of stairs in one go. There's still knocking coming from it, loads of knocking, so...
Sure that's not your hip?
That's definitely not my hip.
No, you've just had your 65th birthday.
Hello, mate.
Morning. Hey, this is busier than the last time we was here.
So leave the M3 with Josh. He's gonna inspect the rust. Hopefully it's not too much. Cut it all out, weld it back up. In the meantime, we'll go back to mine, pick up the McLaren. Uncle Benji here is going in his RS3.
Yeah.
We're going to
String Theory again. So where I had this set up, Lee's going to go and get his McLaren set up there, but one of the lads is picking me up from String Theory, so I'm going to drive my RS3 down there, leave it there. Martin's picking me up in his M3. You're getting your McLaren set up by Ben at String Theory, and then we're all going to go, but I'm leaving my car there and then picking it up on the way back on Monday.
launch it.
Oh no, I won't launch it. Hang on.
I know what you're doing, yeah.
I'm going to try. No, I won't launch it. Never mind.
Send it then. You know it's like a 60 down here, you know, not 70.
I'm doing 60. I've got no grips on my tyres. I've got no tread.
I'm sure you'd be driving like this.
Why? Yeah. Slicks, aren't they?
We're going to have to go back to Chester because my car doesn't have a front number plate, and we were supposed to pick up the number plate from Chester when we went to Ellesmere Port, but we both forgot, even though he forgot more than me.
Why did I forget more than you? It's your car. It's a plate for your car.
And the only reason I'm putting one on is because, well, only for the tunnel, because it's an automatic number plate recognition system.
No, not just that, but because you know that the French will want any excuse to pull you over and fine you, and you want a plate to put on so that they don't do it again.
Or maybe there's a bit of that as well. So don't forget guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel because that is going up for raffle soon. $4.99, very cheap prices.
Yeah, 5,000 tickets at a £5. You reckon that's about right?
Yeah, easy.
We will do that. It's about, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks off being ready for raffle.
Look at it. But it does look brand new, that car from here. About 20 foot away, don't you think?
If you squint.
Ben's gone off to Chester to pick the front number plate up that we might need when we're abroad, depends if we get stopped or not. I'm on the M6 going to Stratford where String Theory is, and the reason I want to get it over to String Theory is because when you're driving down any road, the wheel seems to sort of like go from side to side, seems to tram line a little bit, and it's not because I've put the new tyres on, it did it before. So I thought actually the new tyres would actually fix the problem, but if anything, it's just as bad. Finally made it to String Theory.
We have.
Uncle Benji, 45 minutes behind. Enjoy your trip,
10 minutes, your wife said. 10 minutes behind you.
Anyway.
You was driving like a big girl, because in the rain.
I was actually, yeah. The tyres are alright.
Yeah.
So Ben, another Ben here, String Theory Ben.
Yeah.
He said he's going to fix the front end, go out for a test drive.
Yeah.
And do what he did with your RS3.
He sends it, you know.
When we went out in the car then, Ben said the wheel's just slightly to the left, which I didn't notice, which was quite worrying. But then when I was in the passenger side, I did actually see it. I was like, oh yeah, that's well pissed. I said to him, it just doesn't feel quite right at the front. So he said, I know what you mean, even though I don't know what you mean. But he knows sort of like what I mean. Even though I don't know what I mean, he's going to fix it. And how he's going to fix that, I have no idea because I don't even know what's wrong with it. I just said it's a bit like this and it's a bit like that. Give him a couple of hours on it and hopefully he knows what I mean. You have been here before with your RS3.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Stuff. Ben is going to put these things that he's reaching for here on the wheels, and then he puts the laser thing somewhere, and then the laser thing lasers, and then you know whether it's straight or not.
The back end is out, supposedly.
Yeah.
Which may be why something I can feel on the front's doing something, I don't know. Anyway, that's out, needs fixing. Out by a little bit. I don't know how much a little bit is, but out by that. The front end.
So technical. It's
well,
ridiculous.
that's what we do here. That's the technical bit there.
That bit there.
That bit.
Pretty common on mid-engine stuff, things like McLarens and Ferraris and Lambos, to have a bit of toe out in the front. And at the moment, you've got some toe out in the front. Now, if you're adding a bit of camber to a car and you're making it more of a track car and you put the toe out on the front, it all kind of works in harmony and feels good. If it's a standard car like the 720S without much camber and you want to do road trips in it, it makes it more work to drive.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I wouldn't even go so far as to say there's anything wrong. It's just you don't like the way it is. And so we can make it so you do like the way it is. Mm-hmm. And it's a little bit lopsided on the back and the steering wheel's not straight, so we'll just tweak it to make it so you're comfortable. I could sell you shims and stuff, but reality is, we were just saying you're going to do one track day in it.
So I've not bought this for a track car, and that's why I'm getting it set up just for, what would you call it, like just nice fast, it's fast anyway.
Driving
so
it.
Driving
for
it.
driving it.
On normal roads,
Yeah.
On normal roads, not on the track.
Do you want to know the best bit? Because obviously it's a computer system.
Yeah.
And like it's just you've got to select a car, but McLaren don't release specs. I'm setting your car up. This is a LaFerrari for today.
I'll say that when I'm selling it.
I know it's got a McLaren badge on it, but
Yeah,
basically
but it is a LaFerrari.
it's set up like a LaFerrari. I want 400 grand for it. As you can see, Ben is packing up now. It's all done. But he has just informed me that we've gone from the sporty, super fast setup, like the track setup, to an OAP setup. This is a softer, more boring setup. Am I right, Ben?
Perfectly straight and an accurate OAP setup.
There we go.
Do you know what? I thought there was only one Ben that was an absolute swat. There's obviously two of them.
We've gone for the 720S Grand Tourer drives lovely setup.
There you go.
Oh, so I never said you could drive it while we were...
Don't give me that. You wanted this because of your hip. You've got a sore hip, dicky, and that's why you wanted this to be a bit softer and a bit easier to live with.
That wire there,
You're bothering.
that bothers me, that. I mean, look at it.
Should we take it off?
What? No, definitely
what,
don't
let's-
take it off.
Plugged into the
surely
side of
should
the
have
gears.
something round that. I'd expect a little bit of gaffer tape round it or something.
Some McLaren tape.
Do you want to put some gaffer tape on it?
Want me to hold this up whilst you
No,
screw
it's
it?
all good. I'll just smash it
No, he
around
doesn't
and-
need any help off you.
Alright,
You're
mate.
an Audi trained technician, not a McLaren one.
Surely, if you're an Audi trained technician, it means you're a McLaren trained technician. Can't be that hard, can it? So he's been playing about with the toes and the cambers and some other stuff, I don't know. And hopefully everything's alright. Once he gets back and everything is alright, then we can piss off down to the ring. So how's your OAP McLaren setup, mate?
It is OAP now, nice and easy on the steering. It's not going to pull to either side, it's going to be better for long journeys. Anyone wants anything setup wise, geometry side, suspension setup?
Anything really. I mean, the thing is, our primary business is suspension setup. So if you've got a car that doesn't drive nice and you don't know why it doesn't drive nice, and you're literally like, I just don't like it and I know nothing about it, but I want it to drive nice, just give us a ring. Because the idea is not you come to us and say, I want 2 mil of toe in. The idea is you come to us and you go, it's a bit oversensitive, I don't really like it, can we make it how I like it? And I'll do that, no worries.
So Martin's very kindly offered to pick me up from String Theory because I've left my RS3 there. They're just going to do a couple of little tweaks on that because I'm having new wheels and new tyres and a few other bits, so they're sorting that out. Lee's McLaren is all done and dusted, he's well happy with it, he's got his OAP set up. Look at that nonce. And yeah, we're on our way down to Ashford.
So we've made it to the hotel.
We have,
Up
Ashford
at-
International.
Yeah, quick bay, up at 4, leave at 5, train at 6.
Grim.
Who's organised that?
I don't know, but whoever it was, dickhead.
5:30 Friday morning, so you're not happy, are you?
I had to move room at 1 o'clock in the morning because some bellends were having a party next door.
Inconsiderate.
Arseholes.
We're off to the ring today. Cal.
Good
Cal's
morning.
back.
How do you
The
do?
more slimline version.
This is the streamlined, more
There you go.
aerodynamic.
Nobody will recognise you, mate.
This version,
Thanks for that.
no problem.
Yeah,
This
we'll
is
put that
horrible
on.
stuff.
We'll put that on so we can get through the tunnel.
fuel in the McLaren 720S. So we've already done, what, 2 lots of £80, and we're in Ashford still.
Yeah.
So we've not left the country. He's done 160 quid from Warrington to here.
I did have half a tank when we got here, 46% left, so this should be about £55. I calculated that off £1.80. It's £2 here.
It is.
So that's why it's 70 quid.
There's another £70.
Fucking
So
robbing
we're-
bastards.
So we're 230 quid deep.
Yeah, that's easy to remember, isn't it?
Yeah. If anybody's wondering about if a McLaren's thirsty, yes it is.
Do you know what? I don't even drive it hard either. I drive it. I've got my OAP settings on it.
So I think as part of this video, because I've got to hitchhike my way there, what I think I'm going to do is, I'm sure Cal's on his own, and I think Callum Plank with the Lamborghini Huracan Performante, I'm sure he's on his own. So I think I'm just going to try and sort of jump in with different people and different cars and give them my opinion. Maybe not Cal though. Police are out already. Not even in it.
That's just a deterrent, that.
That was a deterrent, wasn't it? Oh, McLaren friends. McLaren friends. Do you feel like you're in the gang now? Oh, look at him, bless. 65 going on 16 he is. So a bit of a result, we ended up with a smile from a French person, which I've never seen before. That's like foreign territory, that, isn't it? So it's nearly 8 o'clock in the morning, absolutely starving. We've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. So everybody knows, in Calais, I don't know if you know, what's it called, this? City de Europe or something? But there's a Mackey's here. So what is it, 4.5, 5 hours to the...
It's going to take us 5 hours, 10 minutes.
Right,
And
sweet.
we're at our location to NURBURGRING.
Happy days. Let's take it easy, he said. I wonder if these McLarens are better on juice than Lee's. How much was that fuel then?
Only £40.
So you've topped up, you had 65% you said in your fuel, yeah?
Yeah.
And that was about another 40 quid, so we're on £270.
Yeah, and we're just in Belgium.
We've just hit Belgium. So now, Carl has very kindly said, I'll make some room in my car for you, mate, and you can come and jump in with me. So God help us all, because this guy is an absolute lunatic. Apologies if the audio's not very good, because we've got the roofs open, as you can see. It is a Spider.
So we put it in active and it does this.
Yeah, I don't know why I've done this, because as everyone knows, I'm quite a nervous passenger, and I have seen Cal's driving from afar. So, we're about to pull over real quick.
Just
Get the
slightly,
roof up.
ever so slightly. But I'm sure everything's fine, it's all under control. Fuck me.
Ah, there we go.
It came all of a sudden though, let's be honest.
Yeah, it did.
We escaped us on the loop.
We are 2 hours and 5 minutes away from a destination. We're going to a slightly different place. It seems like a cafe and a toboggan or something.
Toboggans, that should be interesting.
Yeah, so we're going there first, and it's very close to the ring, but apparently it's a nice drive from where we're going. So we're getting a little bit of a move on now, because a Lamborghini Urus has joined the party, and he's just cut Lee up in his 720, and Lee's driving it like a fadge. Go get him, Lee. Sort him out. Don't let him pick on you. Hey, he's got a good plate though. RW on his plate. Sweaty palms. Alright, Mr. Spider. Finally we are here. As you can see, the boys are here. See these green McLaren is there, 570S. Callum's Perth is just there. And Lee Heaps, Turbo S. Here's the riff raffle up. Here's the troublemaker.
Fucking YouTubers.
Who you got, you fucking damn cunt.
It to be like that.
You're the Cal.
Hey, fucking one.
Hey, Look, here's another daft cunt. There he is. Look, David Shane. Are you going to do it?
Said I'm not allowed.
We are home for the night. This is where we're staying. I can't remember what it's called.
Cockpit.
Cockpit, is that what it's called? Yeah. No, that's just the name of this cafe, isn't it? I'm sure in our and now you guys will have seen this before. But yeah, there we go. There's loads of nice cars around here. Look at this. There you go.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, yeah. I mean, 2 years ago I'd have struggled, I'll be honest, but I'm all right.
Kelly, you going on the ring, mate?
What's the need? All the
You've
roads.
already done it, haven't you? Yeah,
The roads are the ring.
So the hotel rooms are definitely getting better. Best thing about this room, if we can get out, there we go, is the view. Got a view of the ring there. You don't realise the undulation. Look at that, how high up that is. Right guys, welcome back to the ring, day 3. Uncle Benji,
Hi, mate.
Are you ready, mate?
I am ready, mate, yeah. So from Warrington to the NURBURGRING, it's used £270 worth of fuel, right?
That's what I remember putting in, yeah.
So,
which is a lot.
And we need to go and fill it up again. How many percentages have you got now?
I have 20%, just under 20% left. And on this, and the nose lift is definitely required today. And on this, 20% could mean 5 miles, could mean 50 miles, who
So
knows?
it makes it up as it goes along.
It does, yeah.
So we're going to go to the petrol station just down here because we've spotted that it's got 102 fuel in it. Side of the road there.
Did that yesterday.
So if you remember the Silverstone video, it's £4.21.9 pence a litre. Here, it's actually more expensive than it was yesterday, £209.9, but it's still less than £2 a litre, which is making it way less than our price. €105, bargain.
Yeah, isn't it?
So we're on 270, we're now on £360, mate. So we were recommended a ring taxi.
Where's the traction control in that?
None. There's no traction control, but we were recommended a ring taxi. So I spoke to Misha, who's based at Apex, up at the ring, and said, can you sort us out a ring taxi for today? Yes, mate, no problem.
Misha, one tip for the ring who's never been round before. What would you say? One tip.
One tip, not try to impress anyone, but you can make everybody laugh. So
There you go then.
people will forget tomorrow what you've done today, but they will always remember your failures.
There you go, and I will definitely remind you of any of your failures, mate. You know that. So he's taken us out in the M3, and then it'll give us an idea and a feel for the track. And then tomorrow we've hired a car, haven't we? What have we hired?
We've hired a Golf GTI, and you might think, why are you not going out in the McLaren? Well, the reason I'm not going out in the McLaren is I've heard that many horror stories about insurance. Oh, if you crash, it's this, you're going to cost you this, it's barriers, all that kind of stuff. It's a bit greasy today as well, so I don't know what the track's going to be like tomorrow, so I think the best thing to do is use someone else's car. There's one massive problem with using someone else's car. And the massive problem is there's a €20,000 excess. I don't know how much that is in our money, but all I know is it's a lot.
It's a lot. What they're basically saying is if you break it, you're buying it.
So the reason I'm not taking that car out, because there's a grey area with the insurance, isn't there?
Well, it's not really grey. It's like you take it on, it's not insured.
Right, well that's the grey area, right? So our insurance doesn't cover the track use, even though that is the track there as far as I know, and even though it's a public road, they class it as a racetrack, but it's
Yeah.
a public road. So what is it? Public road, racetrack? What is it?
Some people use it as a public road, but it's a loop. You can't get off. There's no junctions, is it, to get off? So I don't know. I really don't know.
So anyway, we've hired the car. How much did it cost?
So it should have been 500 and something, and it was 490.
Okay, so
Misha did us a bit of a deal. Should we advertise that?
well, you have anyway. You've done us a good deal.
So if anyone else wants it, to Evil GT99 in 99% off. There you go.
Benji signed his life away.
Yeah.
He basically signed up to the €20,000 excess. So the problem is, I don't know Benji's finances, but have you got 20,000
No,
euros?
I would have to remortgage me. I'd take 20 grand out of my house. The footage is going to be taken and done by Apex. We're not allowed to film in there on the Ring Taxi. We can film in the Golf, do whatever we want tomorrow, but in the Ring Taxi we can't. So don't blame us if the footage is shit. Is that all right?
I want to just add, these tyres, these Sport Contact 7s, first time I've really put them to use in the wet, because it is wet today. They're amazing. They lay the power down so good with very, very limited wheel spin. Perfect. So finally found some parking. It's absolutely packed, and it's because the track is shut, which is typical Evil GT style, isn't it?
Of course, yeah, it was glorious yesterday, and today, fogged off. It's getting worse than it was earlier on.
Going on then.
Yeah, it's now 12:30, and United kick off in an hour.
No,
we went.
don't need that.
What?
You can't say that.
What?
You can't say we've been off because football's on.
Yeah. Well, you can't get on. Look, it's getting thicker than it was before. Look, you can't even see the trees up there now.
With a fur?
Yeah, 2 Fs. Got to go and see if we can get our money back from Apex first, because obviously we can't get out there in the Ring Taxi. The track's shut. We do still have the Golf booked for tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to keep that. Fingers crossed. Then it's open for tomorrow. So we're going to go in round. We're going to be going round on our own, blind for the first time without a Ring Taxi drive. But
which way?
That's what we do. Right up there. Sense of direction here is shocking.
So did you get your money back now?
No, so we got a credit note. It's in the terms and conditions. Obviously the weather's beyond, Jesus, the weather's beyond their control, but it's also beyond ours, and we paid for something that we can't now have, but they can't refund you. It's a non-refundable thing, so we've got a credit note. Fingers crossed we can use it tomorrow.
I was just talking to one of our biggest supporters down there. I didn't catch his name. He's definitely not from Warrington, but he said he's been here for the whole of August, and he said this is the worst day in the whole of August. Should we try again?
Let's try again. The weather is looking much better today. So as you guys saw yesterday, the track was shut, the weather was terrible. Today is miles better. It's beautiful. It probably wasn't a good idea for the track to be shut yesterday, because we ended up having a drink.
You know when you've got friends, you think that are friends.
Why? What happened?
You speak to people who are in bands in like festivals and say, "Oh, get him up." Why did you do that?
Because it was funny.
Gay!
Yeah.
I would have preferred to go out on the racetrack, the public road, whatever you want to call it, the ring.
Yeah.
But today is our last chance. The weather is amazing today.
Yeah, beautiful.
Perfect conditions.
Look at that. As always, in true Evil GT style, there's been a crash on the tracks, now it's shut. So we should have been on at 1 o'clock. It's now 2:30, and there's no signs of it opening at the minute. We've come down to Devil's Diner and a bit of a change of scenery.
And we're going to have the same problem as yesterday when the track was shut. There's going to be nowhere to park because no one's on the track and everyone's going to park up. We've just been waiting for the Golf to come back in from the previous hirers of the car, and I got the opportunity to go out in a GTR.
Go ahead.
The Ring Taxi is €350. I can't see it being any better than this. Really can't. And you know what? This has cost me absolutely nothing. It's a freebie.
A freebie from a Scouser.
Yeah, well, that's
Very
fair.
many.
Oh. Can't even talk. That is. I didn't think it was going to be like that anyway. I don't think I should have bothered because I feel like I'm going to throw up. So as per the terms and conditions that they keep saying we have to read, which we don't, we've got to check the car, make sure there's any damage because we get charged for everything. We've got 2 hours to take this car around the track 4 times. €20,000, Cal?
Yeah.
Are we going halves on it?
He's a Scotsman, eh?
4 ways.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going out first. So
Right.
then I'm out of the excess then. You guys are on your own.
Thank you. pre-sense. Very close to that barrier there. Oh my
Don't worry
god.
about it.
Just kissing it.
Why aren't you fucking braking for me, car?
Fucking hell.
I think I'm more worried for Benji here.
He's looking slightly off colour, I've got to admit.
Well, you've not just been out in a GTR, so this is fucking sedate, this.
Well, he knew where he was going though, that's the thing.
Yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm going that way.
Left.
Feeling ruffled, Ben?
Bad, yeah.
Tell you what, when you're looking in the rear view mirror, it is actually quite dangerous. Because you're not looking forward. Which, I don't know if it's more dangerous than doing it the other way around. Are we near the end yet?
No, it's halfway.
I just feel like I'm getting warmed up now as well. This beamer's like, oh, there's someone equally as slow as me. You're indicating, I don't know where I'm going.
He's indicating no slowing down, that's what he's doing wrong.
This is how slow I am. I can't even get past the guy that's
Just trying to let you pass.
trying to let me past you.
It doesn't feel particularly slow, I've got to admit.
It definitely doesn't in the back here anyway. Ben, you're not talking very much.
No, I can't.
I think I'm actually starting to enjoy it, but in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking 20,000 euros.
I didn't think you were thinking about that when you fucking first came out of there.
I thought you wanted to spend it, the way that he went out the gate.
No,
Isn't it that?
although I do want to get past this BMW now. I think I've had enough. Oh, I've done it. Yes.
Safe.
20,000 euros
Keep
saved.
it in your pocket.
So Benji, what do you think of my first lap round the NURBURGRING?
Every little bit of my strength was holding vomiting.
Rate my driving out of 10. You don't have to go past 5. Don't worry about
It actually got better, yeah. You set off like a fucking bull in a china shop, and then it was actually better after that. Yeah, you chilled out a little bit.
Go on, out of 10
Thank
then.
God for that. Probably a 2.5, 2.5.
2.5, right? I love that.
Give you 5 out of 10 there, mate.
I love that.
More than a 5 out of 10.
Well,
I'm going to put a medical bill in for the bruising across my chest, so...
Come on,
I'm dying.
come on.
Have
So-
fun, mate. See you later.
Carl is our new cameraman.
How you feeling?
Rough.
Is that car really trying to go on the Nürburgring?
Thank you.
Oh, he's come off. It's incense.
Off we go on the ring for the very first time. Has absolutely no power whatsoever. As it's broke. How are you feeling, Cal? Are you nervous?
Well, when things like that happen and they start beeping at you,
I know, yeah. It's
come on, you can pass an MX-5.
it's well. It's I'm watching out for traffic.
Finally. And we passed one. We're not going that quick.
No, we're not, because I don't know my way around this track.
It's just left and right, that's what you do. Not rocket science. If you've got time to scratch your head, that means you're not driving hard enough. Foot down. Keep it going, let it slide, doesn't matter. It's only 20 grand.
I definitely don't have 20 grand.
You'll be fine.
Is this where it goes?
You've got a surprisingly clear track. Normally we're getting left, right, and centre.
No, yeah, this is
So I suggest you utilise it. Come on. And again, turn in, put your foot down.
This car's here.
So that's not
They're
your
fucking
problem.
well catching me up.
That's not your problem.
Yeah,
Drive
it
the
is.
car.
I've seen the
Put your
rules.
foot down.
I've seen the rules.
The rules don't say pull over
No.
like a little girl.
Let
It
me
says
put
drive.
past.
Come on. Don't take that foot off.
This is where accidents happen, Cal.
Be fine. It's a straight line. Ish. Let it slide. Go and put your foot down. Good lad. He's doing it. He almost did it.
Do you know, I'm more nervous for the fact that if you do crash it, it's 20 grand.
Normally, we try and turn on the bend. Just goes to show how slow you are.
I know.
Put your foot down.
These guys know this
Put
track.
your foot down.
It is all the way, all the way.
On the floor. Go on, Benji. Turn in. Put your foot down. Good lad. Keep it going.
How do you put your hazards on?
You don't need to. Just turn. Just drive the car. Go on. Go around it. Quick.
It's yellow flag.
Doesn't matter.
Fucking hell, this is.
Everyone else you didn't see it.
Ah, there.
Yeah, put your foot down.
Oh shit.
We saw this one earlier. This is the cleanup operation for the accident I tried to capture earlier.
Oh, this is the M2. I think he was telling me about his M2. It's totaled, isn't it?
Ouch, your back window's gone and everything. How you feeling?
Do you know what? I actually
Congratulations.
I really didn't enjoy that. I don't think that the actual ring hire companies help at all. just because it's like, oh, if this happens, it's this, and if this happens, it's that. You can't do this, and you can't do that, and they just neg you out before you even get on. I can say I've done it, but I would be in absolutely no rush to do that again.
Should we go again?
No thanks.
Right now?
No thanks.
Well, I've got to say thank you, Cal.
You're most welcome.
You are now replacement. Because
Ben.
everyone comment, is Cal's video work better than anyone else's on the channel?
Well, he was going that slow, to be fair. Stability wasn't a problem, but he could have done a bit more. But I think he was just nervous about the 20 grand thing, which is understandable. 20 grand is 20 grand.
Yeah. So that's it, we've done it, we've finished it. I don't know if there's anything left to this video series. There's too many GT3s around.
Loads of them.
Everyone's got one.
Yeah. Like Ford Focus at home.
So if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching. Thank you to Cal for putting in a better lap than me. Cheers, mate.
Hey, I can jump in with you now, can't I?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. You going in the Perth?
I am. Thanks. I'll have that. Cheers.
All right.
See you later, mate.
All right, my car not good enough for you now.
No, your car's not, so I'm going to go in the fancy R8 instead. So I've been in 2 Hurricanes, right, but I've never been in a Performante, never. So this is the first time, and I have got to say, the Alcantara, the Stitch, the forged carbon, Lee's not a massive forged carbon fan, but I love it. I think it looks amazing. And yeah, there is a lot of Audi buttons in here, but that's not a bad thing, right? Because it's good quality stuff. But otherwise, yeah. How long have you had this for?
I've been coming up for about 11 months now.
And you love it, don't you?
Love it to bits.
You look after it.
Like a baby.
Sounds so good, this car.
So you've had plenty of time to calm down after your hangover. How was it?
I feel like I've let you guys down. I feel like I've let you down. I feel like I've let myself down.
You've let Cal down.
Because
and Cal and Mark, everybody. You've let everybody down over there.
And that's because I don't know when to say, I've had enough beers now, I'm going back to the hotel. I didn't enjoy the lap, to be honest. I was on a track I didn't know, in a car I didn't know, with Cal screaming, flat, flat, foot down. It's only...
It's a Mark 7 Golf, right? Like,
yeah.
Learner drivers, you know,
Well,
they
you pass your testing then,
right,
don't
do you
you?
get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just 2 pedals, and he says he doesn't understand it, so, you know.
That's
Lame.
not true. I never said I didn't understand the 2 pedals that are in front of me.
On that note,
Yeah.
see you later. Thanks for
That's it.
watching. Bye bye.
That's alright, mate.
And that massive problem is, it's a massive problem as well.
What they're basically saying is, if you're braking it, you back.
So there's 4 of us taking the Golf out. Me, Ben, Callum in the black Perth, and Mark in the black 570, which he's not in. He's in another car, but he's got the black 570 from
Is
last
it black?
time. The 570?
You sure his 570 is black?
It looked black to me.
Is
You're
it?
colourblind,
He's
forget.
not bought it.
What?
He's not bought his car.
Yeah, I know, but from the previous trip.
Is it black, yeah?
I think so, yeah. Anyway, the dark coloured car, the 570.
Okay, cut that out, fuck me. We spoke to Misha, who you guys may or may not know, who has a YouTube channel. I'm fucking talking shit. Let me start that again.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Evil GT video. You've got me, you're not used to me, K-Dog. Got a Lamborghini.